In case you were wondering, I did not forget to add the carrots. Got them right there. And speaking of adding food, I just want to talk about one more part. So yeah, let's just recap all the different categories you have to add your food from. The far left is where it says search. That searches their entire database of all the different foods that are available. My foods is all the food that you've previously entered. Meals, say you want to eat the exact same meal as you did previously. Say you want to eat the same breakfast. Same thing for breakfast tomorrow that you ate today. You can just go to this meals category and add this, and it'll add all the same foods. You don't have to do each one individually. Saves you some time. Recipes, if you have a complicated dish that has lots of different ingredients, like a casserole or something that has 20 different ingredients, you can build a recipe for it, and then you can, once it's in your system, then you can just add that recipe and you don't have to enter all the different individual ingredients again. And this thing on the far right, brands, that really comes in handy when you're going out to eat at a restaurant or if you're buying stuff at a supermarket. It shows you here, like, it can tell what the local fast food restaurants are near you are, and it has all their menu items in there, so you can make it easy if you're stopping at a fast food place. Or if you hit the restaurants tab, every single chain restaurant you can think of is in here. So let's say you go to let me see, Golden Corral. All the stuff they have on their buffet is there. Or if you want to go to Houlihan's, everything on their menu is in this list. So it makes it real easy for going out to eat. And supermarket foods, that has all the different chains of supermarkets. Also the different name brand, product name brands you'll see in supermarkets. So for example, let's find something here. Let's find Betty Crocker. You can see how this list is just huge. Betty Crocker. You click on Betty Crocker and all the different Betty Crocker items you can find in a grocery store are all in this list. So it makes it really easy to enter stuff that you might get in a restaurant or in a food, any name brand kind of thing. That would be under brands at the far end. Okay, so that's pretty much how I use the LoseIt app over the course of a typical day. So yeah, just to kind of summarize and give a little more information. So each day I can click on this little info button and see my nutrient breakdown for each day, or I can come down here to the bottom, click on my day, and this gives me a look at the entire day. So today you can see by that green line that I'm well under my budget for the day. That's how my fats, carbs, and proteins broke down. Unfortunately, today was a very carb-heavy day. Typically, I would like to see my proteins be bigger than my carbs. The fats, those look just about right. I can click on, see this little arrow to the right? That means whenever there's a little arrow to the right, like here or here, that means there's some more information available. So here's a little breakdown of the day. I can eat 661 more calories if I want. Oops. That was yesterday. Or I can tap this, and this shows me how I'm looking for the week. So far so good this week. Last week I was well under my budget as well. If I go back a week before, well under my budget every day. Whoops. Oops. Okay. Oh, weeks. So that's the week of March 10th. That's the week before. That's the week before. As you can see, I went a little crazy on Sunday. Went over my budget. That's okay to do every once in a while. This is a week that I kind of wasn't really logging anything, wasn't keeping track of anything, and I gained a whole bunch of weight. But then I got back on track and started staying under, and as you can see by my goals, that was that peak right there. But then once I got back on track, it started going down again. So yeah, the information is really handy. And here's a couple other things you should know. Let's see. So yeah, here's how you can really. I already talked about that. Goals. You can shift this. All right. So this little thing in the bottom right-hand corner. This is more. Let's see what's there. Okay, here's kind of your application preferences. And I have tweaked mine a little bit. So if you go and tap at the top that says Edit Food and Preferences here. Okay. Here's a lot of customization that you can do. My Foods is your list of all your foods that are in your My Foods list. This is the list you're logging from most of the time. And you can go in and edit stuff. Like right here I can see I've got the Trader Joe's Blue Agave in there twice. I'm going to delete that one. Just kind of delete some repetitive stuff here. Or anyway, you can customize your food list. You can create custom foods. So if you wanted to put in your own food thing, and then that will be available on the list. You can add your own custom foods. The exercises, there's a ton to choose from, but if you see something that doesn't exactly match up with the exercise you're doing, you can create your own custom exercise. I haven't done that yet. You can make recipes and name them so that you don't have to keep entering all the individual ingredients over and over. You can create one recipe. You know, say you have a casserole that's got 20 different ingredients on it. You only have to log it once, save it as a recipe, and then you can just add that recipe. Nutrient preferences. I went ahead and turned all of these on. Now, by default, the app has some of them shut off, and I think the reason they do that is because not every label provides information on, say, fiber or sodium or cholesterol. They all have fat, carbs, and sugars, or fat, carbs, and protein, but not all the other ones are always there. But I went ahead and turned all of them on because I want to track everything as much as I can. And here's a cool thing here in the more things is summary reports. Tap on summary reports and you can get a daily, weekly, or overall program report that you can email or print. So say you have a trainer or a dietitian who's helping you keep track of what you're eating, and they want to know, well, instead of writing everything down for them in a journal like some of them want you to do, you can just hit weekly report. So I can do the week of this past week. I can choose any week I want. So let's say last week. I can email it, and it'll ask me, who do I want to email it to? Let's email it to myself. Alright, so right there, that's in, and then all I have to do is hit send right up here. And then see, I've already got it. I can tap that. And look, there's my email inbox. I've got my weekly report. And here is all the information. So say you emailed this to your personal trainer or your dietitian. So now they have a list of how well you did every single day, what your budget was, how much food you ate, how many exercise calories you burned, your net total, your weight, if they have that. So you can see. Then you can also see your list of fat, saturated fat, cholesterol, sodium, carbohydrates, fiber, sugars, and proteins. So you can see, throughout the day I had 37 grams of sugar, 17 grams of sugar, 15, 79, 118 grams of sugar on the 14th. Oof. So my total, 299 grams of sugar for the week. How much fat? 208 grams of fat for the week. And all the averages. So this is a really easy way to share information with yourself or whoever. And you can do an overall summary report. So you can do it daily, weekly, or for your entire program. So let's check the entire program here. And see how that shows up as an email. Okay. So here I can see in my email an entire summary of everything. My goal when I started, my calories, I average 864 under my budget. So, as you can see, I am a big fan of LoseIt, and I think it's, once you get in the hang of using it on a daily basis, it really becomes kind of second nature, and it's super easy to keep track of everything, keep a record of everything, and you have a history of everything that you're eating. Even if you're not trying to lose weight, I think this is a good habit to start. And when you, even if you're not really trying to eat healthy just by virtue of using this app, as you enter the food, as you go to the trouble of doing that, you start to see, oh, this thing I'm entering has a ton of sugar, or this has a lot of calories, or ooh, this doesn't have hardly any calories. So you just kind of get more educated on the nutritional values of the food you're eating as you're entering it. So if you stick with it and use it consistently and log everything, the information is really invaluable. But that's the trick. If you only log stuff about half the time, then all this information in here is worthless. It only works if you are consistent about logging everything. So I say, even if you're eating crap that you shouldn't be eating, go ahead and log it anyway. Just so you can maintain the integrity of the data you have here. Because if you only do it half the time, then it's worthless. Why do it at all? So, good luck, and good luck using LoseIt.